Throwing out a bold statement like the only build you need in a looter shooter is always risky, but hunters, this is the one. With this build, you will easily have Woven Mail, Amplified, Radiant, and Overshield, and Invisibility with a 100% uptime, and be able to one-shot everything in at least minus 30 content, including champions, and dish out massive chunk damage to bosses. Makos Buck here, and today let's go over the most busted Hunter PVE build in Destiny 2 history. Kicking it off with our exotic armor, and that is going to be the exotic class item with Spirit of Inmost Light. Using an ability empowers the other two abilities, and Spirit of Surturachni grenades grant you Woven Mail. These two talents are going to work perfectly with the Playloop of this build, which brings us to our Hunter's subclass, and that is going to be Prismatic. Our super is going to be Tether, which will weaken and suppress anchored enemies, allowing us to dish out more damage to them. Tether is also an excellent form of crowd control as well. Our abilities are going to be Gambler's Dodge. Dodging will generate melee ability energy. Energy gained is now scaled by your melee stat. Triple Jump, Combination Blow, which can be stacked 3 times for the most amount of damage. Defeating enemies with a charged melee attack grants class ability energy and restores a small amount of health. Energy gained is scaled by your class stat. Now, if you want to be able to run the infinite combo blow loop, you now need a minimum of 70 melee and 70 class stats to be able to infinitely spam the melee dodge play loop. And for our last ability, our grenade is going to be the Grapple, which carries this whole build. Our aspects are going to be Ascension, hold dodge while airborne, consume your dodge ability energy, and propel yourself upwards, jolting everything around you and amplifying yourself and allies. Our other aspect is going to be Stylish Executioner. Defeating a target affected by any elemental debuff grants you invisibility and true sight. After performing a Stylish Execution, your next melee attack while invisible will weaken targets. Our fragments are going to be Facet of Purpose. Picking up an Orb of Power will grant us an Overshield as we are on a Void Super. Facet of Protection. While surrounded by combatants, you are more resistant to incoming damage, while Transcendent, the effect is increased. Facet of Blessing. Melee Final Blow. Start health regeneration. This works with the melee performed at the end of your grapple. And your last fragment is really preference. You could use Facet of Dawn, where melee final blows make you radiant, but you honestly won't be using your weapons that much. I went with Facet of Courage. Your arc abilities deal increased damage to targets afflicted with darkness debuffs. This also gives you plus 10 to your grenade stat. Our stat goals for this build are going to be 70 melee, 70 class, with the rest all dumped into grenade over 100. The higher your grenade stat is past 100, the more damage your grapple melee will do. I have my grenade stat at 163, and it deals an extra 40.7% damage. With our subclass and our stats setup, let's go over our armor mods, kicking it off with the helmet, and we are going with 3 hands-on mods. Melee Final Blows grant super energy. Your arms are going to be double heavy-handed. Melee Final Blows grants an Orb of Power. We're going with 2 heavy-handed mods to reduce the cooldown between orb generation, and our other arms mod is going to be Grenade Font. You gain bonus to your grenade stat while you have an armor charge. Your armor charge decays over time. Our chest mods are going to be Solar Void and Arc damage resistances. Legs are going to be Recuperation. Picking up an Orb of Power replenishes health. The amount you heal is tied to your health stat. Enhanced Athletics increase your base movement speed and jump height, and stacks on stacks. Picking up an Orb of Power grants you 1 additional stack of armor charge. And lastly, our cloak is going to be Double Time Dilation. Your decaying armor charge has a longer duration. This, combined with stacks on stacks and grenade font, will give us an extra plus 32-hour grenade stat for 54 seconds when we pick up an Orb of Power. And Bomber reduces your grenade cooldown when using your class ability. This now works with Ascension. Moving on to our weapons loadout, and this is usually one that's pretty user preference and situational, but this is one of the few builds where all 3 weapons take this from good to great. Our kinetic slot is going to be the new strand area denial grenade launcher from Solstice called Festival Flight. This GL comes with a new perk called Blast Distributor. Dealing splash damage grants a bonus to grenade stat. Blast Distributor can stack up to 5 times, and each stack adds a plus 11 to your grenade stat, which is wild. I'm pairing mine with Attrition Orbs for extra orb generation. Attrition was nerfed, but it's still very good when firing it into a group of adds if you want an orb. Our energy slot is also going to be a brand new weapon and archetype, the Pellet Shot Hand Cannon Phoneutria, which also comes with a new perk, Proximity Power. When targets are nearby, Final Blows grant a bonus to your melee stat. We will be pairing this with 1-2 punch so that both our combo blow melee and our grapple melee dish out more damage. And lastly, our heavy is going to be the Stasis Sword, the Slammer. I picked this sword because this is such a fast-paced build that dishes out tons of ability damage, so we're using our sword for utility. That utility is movement, which means we are going with Eager Edge, and I am pairing it with Cold Steel because freezing stuff is fun. Now that the whole build is laid out, let's go over the play loop for this one. You'll want to pop Ascension when entering a fight, then get a powered melee kill, which will bring back your Ascension fully. You'll repeat this 2 more times, and you will now have combo blow ×3, which means your grapple melee will do an absurd amount of damage as it benefits off of combo blow's damage multiplier. For big boss damage, you'll want combo blow ×3, shoot the boss once or twice with your grenade launcher, fire tether, swap to your pellet hand cannon to proc 1-2 punch, then grapple to the side of the boss's head and grapple melee them for massive chunk damage. For general play and ad clear, you'll want to spam Ascension, powered melees, and grapple as soon as they're up. Just a reminder that this entire video is timestamped if you feel like you missed something or want to jump around, and I will write out the artifact perk options in the description of the video as they do change from season to season. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn those notifications on. See you next time.